Hi guys, I'm going to reiterate this experiment that some Polish guy and his friend did on a lake just north of Warsaw. This was brought up by Karol and Marius and even Tony from God Rules, but I just thought I'd reiterate it and maybe depict a little visualization of what went on there in 3D for you. So, especially in light of all these flat earthers that say that there's no curvature to the earth, or to water for that matter. So this flies right in the face of their inaccurate conclusions about water. So the letter goes on to say that, I'll just get to the meat and potatoes of it. It says, when I came upon this guy's video on concave earth, I laughed and disbelieved, and then decided to make two experiments he's talking about. First, recently in September, I took a pontoon boat, strong laser, a measure, and made the water experiment on Zegrzynski Lake. The water was perfectly smooth, no wind. Me and my friend stuck a vertical stake in the water and fixed the laser on it on the height of 30 centimeters above the water surface. My friend sailed to the other shore, about 2 kilometers from the first stake, and placed a stake there too. By communicating on the phone, I set the laser beam on his stake at the same height, 30 centimeters above the water surface. When he confirmed that the height was the same on his stake too, the laser was then rigidly fixed to the first stake with 2 wing screws. My friend sailed back to my position, and together we made a measurement in the middle of the distance between the 2 stakes. The measurement showed that the distance from the water surface to the beam was 39 to 40 centimeters. So there's a gap in the middle of the lake, meaning that there's a concave curvature to the lake. We decided to check if everything was okay with the laser and the stakes. Everything was still perfectly fine. We made another measurement in the middle, and it showed the same thing as previously. So they did it twice. They repeated it. The beam was about 40 centimeters from the water surface. So here on Google Earth, I found Lake Zegrzynski. It's just north of Warsaw, Poland, I believe. And you zoom into it. Somewhere, there it is. So, in taking your ruler, you can see that it's about 2 kilometers, depending where he went. Maybe he went like from this side over to this side, and let's go to kilometers. 2.11 kilometers that way. So, it's got the right distance from what he said. And then I just simply brought it into Lightwave, made a little image map of it, and created a little concave surface for it. And so that green line is the laser line. And to help you see, there was a gap in the middle, basically. Now, I do believe laser light does actually bend as well, but apparently it's not bending that much. So it's going to be pretty straight. And especially even if it did bend, it would bend in favor of a convex Earth. So any bending of the laser is negligible for this experiment. So I would encourage other people to do this, to confirm this. And this is conclusive evidence that shows that water's not flat, guys. You're living in the cellular concavity of the Earth. Everything works within the cellular concave Earth. And so many problems with flat Earth theory, guys. I don't know why you keep going on about it. Must be some kind of social club where you get perks for joining or something. Recognition, I don't know. I mean, in the end, you're going to be shamed. So, there you go. One thing you want to bring up again is the cardinal points for flat Earth fallacy, and that is that you cannot explain the southern celestial clockwise rotation of the stars Cellular Earth can. You cannot explain lunar eclipses. Cellular Earth can. I've explained that. I've explained how the light bends around and shows the clockwise rotation of the southern celestial stars. I showed how lunar eclipses happen when the sunlight bends around and converges and creates the Gegenschein and the moon exits the illumination zone. You cannot explain why the sun and moon touch and go beneath the horizon with a straight line paradigm. Actually, David Brinlin made a good animation showing that, where the moon would just simply stay up above the horizon, significantly above the horizon. You would just be doing cookies in the sky. You cannot give a working orbit of the planets. I can, obviously. I've shown you just right now in this video with the animation. You cannot explain the Gegenschein. You cannot explain where megacrimeras are coming from. So you guys got major flaws to it. And so, yeah, if you want to talk about reality, obviously we both can agree that there's no spin to the Earth and that the sun is very close to us. But with your model, you just flat out fail. So welcome to Cell Earth Reality. And I do encourage you guys to go out, even you flat earthers with lasers, go out on lakes and do the same experiment. See what it concludes, see what it yields. Later.